Computer Software Assurance, or CSA, is a modern approach introduced by the FDA, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It's part of their Case for Quality initiative, aiming to improve the efficiency, flexibility, and effectiveness of validating software systems used in regulated industries like pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and biotech. Unlike the traditional computer system validation, or CSV approach, which is very documentation-heavy, CSA focuses on ensuring patient safety, product quality, and data integrity through a risk-based methodology. The goal here is to validate software more efficiently while also reducing unnecessary paperwork. The FDA recognized that traditional CSV often places too much emphasis on exhaustive documentation rather than critical risk-based testing. This leads to delays in implementing software solutions, slows innovation and the adoption of new technologies, and increases costs due to unnecessary documentation. CSA addresses these issues by prioritizing critical risks, reducing unnecessary documentation, and focusing on critical functionalities and outcomes. First, a risk-based approach. CSA prioritizes testing high-risk functionalities that directly impact patient safety, product quality, and data integrity. Low-risk areas require minimal validation effort, which reduces unnecessary work. For example, if a software function is critical for product quality, it will undergo extensive testing. However, non-critical functions like reporting tools will require limited or no validation. Second, critical thinking. CSA encourages teams to use critical thinking to determine what is necessary for validation. It promotes asking questions like, what is the risk if this software fails? And what testing and documentation are needed to ensure confidence? Third, fit-for-purpose documentation. Unlike CSV, CSA reduces excessive repetitive documentation. Documentation is tailored to demonstrate confidence in the software's performance and compliance. Fourth, efficient testing. CSA promotes the use of modern testing methods. Scripted testing is for high-risk, critical functionalities. Unscripted or ad hoc testing is for medium or low-risk areas where formal scripts aren't needed. Automated testing is encouraged to improve efficiency and speed. And finally, the focus on assurance, not compliance. The goal here is to provide assurance that software performs as intended, rather than creating excessive documentation just to check boxes for compliance. First, identify the software and intended use. Define the system or software and its intended function. For example, a manufacturing execution system, or MES, that ensures batch record integrity. Second, conduct risk assessment. Identify the risks to patient safety, product quality, and data integrity. Classify these risks as high, medium, or low. Third, select appropriate testing. Based on the risk, determine the testing level. High risk requires scripted testing with formal protocols. Medium or low risk can be addressed with unscripted testing, ad hoc testing, or sometimes no testing at all. Fourth, perform testing. Use modern testing methods, whether scripted, unscripted, or automated testing. Capture results to demonstrate assurance. Fifth, document the results. Create fit-for-purpose documentation to ensure confidence in software performance. Avoid unnecessary duplication. And finally, review and approval. Ensure compliance with applicable regulations, such as FDA 21 CFR Part 11. Alright, let's dive into the key differences between CSA and CSV. When it comes to focus, CSA is all about risk-based testing for critical areas, whereas CSV aims for full system validation through exhaustive testing. In terms of testing, CSA utilizes a mix of scripted, unscripted, and automated methods. On the other hand, CSV primarily relies on scripted testing. When we look at documentation, CSA promotes fit-for-purpose and efficient documentation. CSV, however, involves extensive and rigid documentation. Efficiency-wise, CSA is designed to be faster and more agile. CSV tends to be slower and more resource-intensive. Regarding regulatory emphasis, CSA focuses on assurance over compliance. CSV ensures compliance through heavy documentation. Lastly, when it comes to innovation, CSA supports new technologies, while CSV can sometimes slow down innovation. So there you have it, a quick comparison between CSA and CSV. Improved efficiency, less time spent on unnecessary testing and documentation, faster implementation, quicker adoption of new software technologies, cost savings, reduced costs from streamlined processes and testing, focus on critical risks, greater emphasis on functionalities that impact safety and quality, encourages automation, supports modern testing techniques, including automation. Risk assessment tools, FMEA, or failure mode and effects analysis, risk matrices and risk registers, testing methods, scripted testing for high-risk functions, unscripted or ad hoc testing for low to medium risk, and automated testing for repetitive or critical tasks. Agile validation. CSA supports agile methodologies for iterative development and testing. Organizations in regulated industries, like pharmaceuticals and medical devices, that rely on GXP-compliant software systems. Teams seeking to improve software adoption without compromising compliance. Companies moving toward digital transformation and innovation. CSA represents a paradigm shift from the traditional CSV approach. By focusing on critical risks, fit-for-purpose documentation, and efficient testing, CSA allows organizations to achieve compliance while improving speed, cost-effectiveness, and flexibility. The ultimate goal is to ensure patient safety, product quality, and data integrity without unnecessary burdens. Adopting CSA helps organizations align with modern technologies, streamline their processes, and focus on delivering value and assurance rather than merely checking boxes for compliance.